Dear students, a very pleasant, cool, rainy afternoon. Once again, welcome back to the biology class. This week we are learning unit number 24, Environmental Science. In today's session, we are going to learn about water cycle, that is, what is water cycle and how is it formed. Let us see now. Water cycle. Water cycle is also known as hydrological cycle. It is a continuous movement of water on the earth. In this process, water moves from one reservoir to another by processes such as evaporation, sublimation, transpiration, condensation, precipitation, surface runoff, and infiltration, during which water converts itself to various forms like liquid, solid, and vapor. Water cycle includes various stages as mentioned just now. Now let us see one by one. The first stage is the evaporation. Evaporation is a type of vaporization where liquid is converted to gas before reaching its boiling point. Water evaporates from the surface of the earth, and water bodies such as the oceans, seas, lakes, ponds, and rivers. The next is a sublimation. Sublimation is conversion of solid to gas without passing through the intermediate liquid phase. Ice sheets and ice caps from north and south poles and ice caps on mountains get converted into water vapor directly without converting into liquid. You know that sublimation means solid directly converted into gas without changing into liquid. Okay, got it? Now the transpiration. The next stage is the transpiration. Transpiration is a process by which plants release water vapor into the atmosphere through stomata in the leaves and stems. Next, condensation process. Condensation is the changing of gas phase into liquid phase, and it is the reverse of vaporization. You know that vaporization means liquid changes into gas. Condensation is the opposite to vaporization, that is, liquid gas changes into liquid. That is called what? Condensation. At higher altitudes, the temperature is low. The water vapor present there condenses to form very tiny particles of water droplets. These particles come close together to form clouds and fog. Now, precipitation. Due to change in wind or temperature, clouds combine to make bigger droplets and pour down as precipitation, that is rain. Precipitation includes drizzle, rain, snow, and hail. These all forms of water which is coming from the atmosphere to the earth is called precipitation. Now, runoff. As the water pours down, it runs over the surface of earth. Runoff water combines to form channels, rivers, lakes, and ends up into seas and oceans. The next is the infiltration. Some of the precipitated water moves deep into the soil. Then it moves down and increases the groundwater level. The next is the percolation. Some of the precipitated water flows through soil and porous or fractured rock. Infiltration and percolation are two related but different processes describing the movement of water through the soil. The next is a very important thing, that is human impacts on water cycle, that is how we are affecting the water cycle. The major human activities affecting the water cycle on land are urbanization, dumping of plastic waste on land and into the water, polluting water bodies, and deforestation. Till now we discussed how water cycle is formed. Okay, the various steps or various processes involving in water cycle are evaporation, sublimation, transpiration, condensation, precipitation, runoff, infiltration, percolation. Evaporation is a process of conversion of liquid into gas. Sublimation is a process of conversion of solid into gas without changing into liquid. Transpiration is the evaporation of water by the plants. Condensation is the gas changes into liquid. Precipitation is the any form of water coming from the atmosphere to the earth. Runoff is the just flow of water on the surface of the earth. Infiltration and percolation are the process through which water enters into the earth and increases the water table level. The next step is next what we discussed is the human impact. That is, we are the human being destroying the water bodies in various ways. I hope you would have understood very well about the water cycle and the impact of human being on water cycle. Thank you children. See you in the next class. Bye.